Another bit of breaking news right now. Sources telling us that Luigi Mangione is expected to plead guilty in the death of United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson. Sources warning that nothing is finalized at this point. Earlier this week, we reported that attorneys on both sides plan to discuss a possible plea deal tomorrow in Mangione's federal case. Prosecutors and defense attorneys aren't commenting on any of it. Mangione pleaded not guilty to federal and state charges stemming from Thompson's 2024 death, where prosecutors allege Thompson was gunned down in an assassination-style killing just outside New York City hotel. Let's get right to our chief legal analyst, Brian Buckmeyer. So, Brian, how's this going to impact the case, you think? Not just on the federal charges, but at the state level, too?
I mean, Kira, that's assuming that a guilty plea is taken, and I'm not quite sold on that. So before I get there, just the note that we're getting is that a guilty plea will be announced. That's not how anyone I know talks about guilty pleas in the criminal justice system. Either a guilty plea is taken or not. And I fall back on, I think this is a last-ditch effort by the defense to ask for an open plea from the judge based on the language that we see here. But if a guilty plea is taken, I think the overall hope is that if you can finalize the federal case, then you can revitalize the argument for double jeopardy with the state case. But even there, I think that's a losing argument.
So sources say it's not final yet. So what are the odds that a deal falls through?
I think there's a good chance of it, because even saying that part out loud, the deal isn't finalized. Why isn't the deal finalized? Well, a deal is finalized when the defense and the government, in this case, the Southern District of New York, agree in terms that there will be some sort of a plea agreement or just a plea of guilt. If those sides haven't come together, then the only other option to take a plea would be to go to the judge. And you never know what the judge is going to say in terms of what they may offer, or if they even will say what they'll offer in terms of a plea. And then if we go further into the note, it then says, well, Mangione could not take this at all. So it clearly shows that nothing really is on the table, but they're looking for something potentially come Friday.
All right, Brian Buckmeyer, thank you.